Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another 3D video. Today I thought I would do a video on two tanks that I absolutely despise, and that is the Type 3 Junu and the Type 4 Jutu, or Juto. These tanks suck. They have no armor, the guns are pathetic. I will just say, before any of you start to say, horrible things or whatnot, because I get horrible messages and everything like that, I'm not a very good player. I would say I'm below average when it comes to tanks. I haven't played this game in quite a long time, and I only started playing this game like 2 days ago again, and I started grinding the Japanese line. But these two tanks are horrific. You could put the Junu at tier 5 and it would still suck. This gun is, it's not a terrible gun. I will say partly it's to do with me just sucking at the game, but the armor is horrendous on this. It is absolutely horrendous. When you look at survivability, you look at turtle and you're like, oh, 160, oh, that's pretty good. That's not these cheats here. These cheats are not 160. I've been penned by a KV1 running the 57mm. When I was hold down like that, using my gun depression, he penned me right there. And right there. This thing sucks. The armor is just atrocious. Now, I will say that the mobility's not bad. Mobility's pretty good. If you build into it. If you put the turbo, and then you put improved hardening, and you put Spoolline on it, it becomes quite a tanky tank. It becomes quite tanky. Now, if you put the turbocharger on it, you can make this thing do 40. It's pretty damn good. If you want to go sniper route, then you can, if you want, go optics, which will, increase your fuel range from 360 to 396, and you could go concealment. So you can do that, and then for concealment, and then for stationary fuel range, you can do that. So 450 if you want to be a sniper. But honestly, I thought this thing was bad. This thing sucks. This thing is, oh my god, it is horrendously bad. It is such a ridiculously bad tank. And I'm not making this up. I've had quite a few games in this thing. And I've got the upgraded gun. I don't have the upgraded engine yet, or the upgraded tracks. But I thought upgrading the turret would mean that the 200mm would be these plates here. I was so wrong. I have been penned by T-3485s, by stock Tiger 1s, by so many tier 6, and even, rarely, tier 5 guns through this turret. I cannot fathom of how ridiculous this armor scheme is. It is atrociously bad. It is so... God, I can't fathom of how bad the armor is on this thing. The whole armor, the gun's pretty good. I have to admit, the gun is pretty good. The whole armor is 85. Which means, if you're on a normal incline like this, anyone can pen that, even if you use gun depression. people can, if they have really high penning guns and really big calibers, they can pen that. But for everyone else, it's going to be an auto ricochet. And thank God it's at such a steep angle, because otherwise I would have lost my mind with this. Now, this spaced armor here, it doesn't protect you from heat. The amount of times I've had people fire heat through this and pen this, I'm losing my mind with this. I hate this tank. This tank is ridiculously bad. I just hate it. Now, it says it's a versatile heavy tank. This isn't even a heavy tank. It's a heavium. It's a heavy tank that acts like a medium. It has no heavy tank armor. The gun is... It's a decent gun, don't get me wrong. You know, 10-second reload, 195mm a pen. The premium rounds pen 230, which is pretty good. And the aim time's not too sluggish. You've got 10 degrees gun depression, and everything's pretty good. And the mobility isn't half bad. The concealment is questionable. Spotting, if I can look at spotting, please. Spotting is, it could be worked on, I guess. But the real kicker is the survivability. Oh boy, aren't you gonna hate this line? And I understand why people hate this line. I haven't unlocked the tier 8, 9 or 10 yet. I've had one game in the Type 63, and I will admit, I'm going to say again, I'm a pretty bad player. And I know I need to get better. But the fact that, and I don't even know what the toggle key for the aiming is. Like I don't even know. Is it automatic? I don't know. It should say here somewhere. It doesn't say at all. Anyway, that doesn't matter. What matters is that the Type 3, it's a decent tank. It's a pretty good tank. It's basically a Tiger at tier 6. It's got okay armor. You've got this funny lower plate where it's like split into 2 sections. The terror armor is bad. Honestly, I mean, it's pretty dreadful terror armor. I've gotten a few bounces on it and whatnot, but nothing compared to, you know, to some of the other tier 6s or 7s. The armor it just doesn't work. It just does not work. And bearing in mind, this is when people are not spamming premium. And I've only met a couple people, unlike on console where everybody just runs around spam premium. On here, it's not really that common to run into people that just spam nothing but premium. It's not that common. It's more common in the lower tiers. But in the mid tiers and in the higher tiers, it's not that common. I would say mid tiers is probably the least common. But yeah, I just don't like this tank. It's not bad. Again, I'm gonna say it's not a bad tank. It's fairly maneuverable. It's got fairly good hull armor. The tail armor is a bit crap, I'll admit. The gun is not bad. 230 average damage. Now the damage varies between it should actually tell me here. Yeah, it varies between 172, which is the lowest amount, and the highest amount of damage that you could get per shell is 288. Which means you're going to be hit for nearly 300. So, I don't carry that many premium rounds, and I really don't use that many premium rounds. Honestly, I rarely use these rounds because I want to stick to the actual playstyle. You know, I want to stick to this playstyle. But if anyone out there who is a pro player, who not pro player but like a really good player at this game, if you guys can like help me out with playing this game, because I know I'm a terrible player. I know I am. My overall win rate, if can I have a look at my win rate as well? So good. So it says victory is 49%. I mean, I'm not sure how good that is to you guys, but I know I need to do better. I really do know I need to do better. And I'm going to try and do better. I will try and do better. But honestly, I just hate these two tanks. I don't mind this tank that much. I know it's a tier 6, and most tier 6 heavies are, you know, they have their gimmicks and whatnot. But this one is just, it has nothing going through it. Really has nothing going through it. The armor is mediocre, the gun is mediocre, the speed mediocre, the health is mediocre. It's a mediocre tank. And I guess I kind of like that. I mean, it's pretty good tank. But then you get to this one and it just all falls apart. Now it's a nice looking tank. I will admit that it's a really nice looking tank. But oh boy, aren't you gonna suffer in this? You are gonna suffer heavily in this tank. Now, I've tried. You can angle, like you can reverse out and bait people to shoot your armor and whatnot. But I don't know how people are doing it. And I've just been in a game with a fight against Tiger 1. Not sure how he did it, but I was, you know, coming out and showing my side and whatnot. I think it was about this angle, and I was showing my side and whatnot. He was going through my side. Every single shot went through my side, and in the end, I had to fall back. But of course, Tiger 1 is quicker than me reversing. He just finished me off. I couldn't do anything. Now, I had a T-3045M player, and I'll actually show you the game, actually. If I can find the game. Where is it? I think it's this one. I did pretty rubbish in that. 1200 damage, I didn't do that much. And I was a pretty abysmal player, honestly. But where's the T-3045? Yeah, T-3045M. This guy was pretty good. This guy, you know, I will admit, this guy's pretty damn, you know, good player. He stuck with me, didn't leave me. He tried to help out as much as possible. But, you know, again, I'm not a very good player. And am I shitting on myself? Yeah, I am shitting on myself. Because I know I'm not a very good player. I really know that. And if anyone out there can give me tips of how to play better, you know, how to improve my playstyle and whatnot, then, you know, please do. Please do give me tips and everything like that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know this was a little bit of a rant video, but I really despise this line. I don't know what the tier 8 could be like. If anyone who owns the tier 8 and 9 and 10 can tell me what they're like, then please do tell me, because I am really dubious about still grinding out this line. But I'll probably, you know, I'll probably do like a stream tonight of like what tanks and whatnot. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna see you like guys later. Peace.